Senior Life Insurance Rates, a comprehensive chart for better planning. Understanding senior life insurance rates, a comprehensive guide for informed decision-making. When we grow old, it becomes natural to plan for the best way of ensuring that our financial needs are well met in future. There is nothing more secure than having cover through senior life insurance, as this gives loved ones security and the policyholder as well. However, it becomes very difficult for an ordinary person to understand the differences in the insurance rates. Explaining the Senior Life Insurance Rate Chart, this guide offers useful information to use while choosing a provider. This information will create awareness of the factors affecting the premiums and help in the comparison between different options in order to arrive at the right option that meets individual need and financial plan. Age and premium correlation. People with higher risk tend to be older, hence the cost of insurance varies depending on the age of the insured person. A higher senior life insurance rate chart is an excellent example of the trend where costs increase with the policyholder's age. Thus, for example, a 65-year-old will pay less than a 75-year-old for the same amount insured. Thus, it becomes evident that the premium rates increase with age, and the best time to sign up for health insurance is as early as possible. But as it has been emphasized earlier, age is only one of the factors that define rates. There are other factors too which greatly influence premium costs relating to life insurance for the senior citizens. These include health-wise, gender, and lifestyle. Types of senior policies. To be specific, when seeking senior life insurance, you are going to come across different types of policies depending on diversities. This policy provides the coverage for a certain amount of time, generally between 10 and 30 years, and is comparatively cheaper for the elderly with good health. Term insurance only gives coverage for a specified number of years, while whole life insurance coverage is for the entire duration of the policy and also has a cash value that continually increases. Universal life insurance combines aspects of both, which are premium paying options and the face amount. Other types of health insurance policies are also available, includes the guaranteed issue policies that do not require applicants to undergo medical examination but are normally issued with more limited benefit and higher premium rates. It's for this reason that it is important to understand the various options and how they translate to display on rate charts before choosing the policy to apply in a specific circumstance. Health and rate factors. A senior life insurance rate chart illustrates an exemplary of how health status influences the pricing of the policies. Insurers use health classifications including Preferred Plus, Preferred, Standard, and Substandard to classify applicants depending on the medical records or history, current health status, and habits that the applicant has. It is common for people that are in good health to enjoy the lowest premiums, with higher premiums going to those with an existing medical condition. Certain health issues, which in one way or the other affect rates, include hypertension, diabetes, cardio, and a history of cancer. Smoking is another factor that affects the premiums, with smokers paying higher prices than non-smokers depending on the amount that they smoke. However, it should be understood that these factors can be balanced differently by different insurers, so it's necessary to look for contenders and compare rate charts from different companies. Gender-based rate differences. If you have taken a look at the senior life insurance rate chart, then you will realize that there are variations between the male and female premiums. Women on average receive lower premiums than men of similar age and health, although this varies depending on location of residence. This difference comes from statistical life expectancy data, where it is revealed that women live longer than men. Consequently, the insurance companies consider women as lower risk takers and as such extend a favorable insurance premium to them. But as pointed out earlier, this is a trend and people's individual characteristics still influence the premiums they are charged. Men as well as women can set up appropriate diet and other habits of living that will ensure they get better rates irrespective of their gender. Coverage amount considerations. It has been made very clear from senior life insurance rates that the degree of coverage you decide on hugely defines your premium charges. It is obvious that coverage levels are reflected by premiums, yet the correlation is not proportional. Some insurers quote policies at a considerably lower price at some coverage levels and, therefore, may be cheaper to buy a slightly bigger policy. When deciding for your desired coverage, some of the things you can think about are pending or current legal liabilities, future obligation, and the expenses that your beneficiaries may need to pay. One must also consider that certain of the elders purchase relatively low-cost policies for such specific reasons as funerals or a balance for inheritance purposes. By going through rate charts, one is able to find an appropriate balance between sufficient insurance limits and reasonable premium costs. Policy duration effects. There you can notice that the policy term length is one of the key factors for senior life insurance rates. In most of the cases, the policy with longer terms costs more than one with shorter because the longer the term of the policy, the more exposed the insurer is to loss. As for the seniors, it is considerably cheaper to take the policy with short-term tenure such as 10 or 15 years as compared to the longer tenure or permanent plans. However, when it comes to the policy duration, it is important to have in mind your requirements in the long run. On the other hand, choosing a shorter policy may appear to be financially advantageous since you will be paying lesser amount for the coverage, should you have to renew the policy or obtain a new one in the future because of certain circumstances that may strike at a later time in your life. Therefore, it is recommended that individuals take their time to peruse rate charts for all policies with different durations to ensure they settle for an affordable rate for the immediate future, but at the same time not compromise on rates that may be due in the future. Conclusion. The volatility of senior life insurance rates makes it somewhat challenging to determine which rates are the most viable, but with the help of the rate charts covered above, it is now easier than ever. It is important to note again that other factors that define the cost for a policy include age, health, gender, and coverage amount, but again, anything is possible. Therefore, it is important to take time and phase the process of selecting an insurance company, compare their offers in terms of initial cost and planned cost in the long run. Any rate chart can be examined and necessary information can be sought to find out the rates and what affects it, so that a suitable policy can be taken which provides for protection for a given amount of money for the future needs of you and your family. Media info. Contact person, Ethos. Company, Ethos Technologies Inc. Email, support@ethoslife.com. Address, 1606 Headway Circle No. 9013 Austin, Texas, 78754. Contact, 415-915-0665. Financial disclosure. This press release may contain forward-looking statements. Forward-looking statements describe future expectations, plans, results, or strategies, including product offerings, regulatory plans, and business plans, and may change without notice. You are cautioned that such statements are subject to a multitude of risks and uncertainties that could cause future circumstances, events, or results to differ materially from those projected in the forward-looking statements, including the risks that actual results may differ materially from those projected in the forward-looking statements.